Bienvenidos, damas y caballeros, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Main Event Mixer, episode 29, the Sabado Gigante special. I am joined by my new honorary Latinos, Tim Vicious.
Hey guys, I'm not alone on my end. Making his return from the 24-hour stream is Lurch over here. So yeah, but don't
the larger Vicious, much larger Tim Vicious.
Yeah, pretty much.
We got Tino from Tino's Time. If it ain't Tiffy time, it's Tino's time.
There you go.
We got Dark Star Shady making his mixer debut. What's up, guys?
Hey.
How's everybody doing?
You know, we're doing good over here.
Another weekend.
We're waking up. We're waking up, honestly.
Nice.
Getting a shot of adrenaline. So
it's always the white monster. It's always the white monster.
That.
You gotta get that sponsorship, man. You gotta.
Man, I tell you, once I get that, it's over. I run on enough caffeine to choke a small elephant. So
it's time to address the small elephant in the room.
Yeah.
But I see you guys are all rocking some nice shirts. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
We got our
Latino
champ coming up.
House Grande Americano.
I mean, you don't like it, Great Brown Hoe, but this is the best I got for you. I got the Los Mysterios.
I will totally allow it. It's completely fine. You know, it's your shirt. You do what you want to do, but you know, we don't talk bad about Rey Mysterio on the Main Event Network, but the Great Brown Hope does. Anyway,
IWC. Rey Mysterio, the Great Brown Hope, has entered the chat.
I'm just waiting for Rey Mysterio to open to issue an open challenge. That's what my life has become. I'm just idly waiting, just waiting for my moment, and he issues an open challenge, and I'll be right there to answer it. And that's not a joke. That's very serious.
I believed you.
There's no doubt.
I just love that whenever anybody on Twitter posts that Rey Mysterio has no haters, so many people automatically tag me like, "Hey, wait a minute!"
Like I said, Great Brown Hope has entered the chat.
Yeah, literally, like, excuse me. So let's get the show rolling. We were a little late. Had some technical difficulties, but shit happens. It is what it is. We got Jay Gold in the house.
Hey,
he put the gold in St. Gaudens.
Where is Jay Gold? I got a bone to pick with him and Kyle after the comments they were making on Tuesday on NXT Night Shift, talking all that shit about me. Coming through your ass, Jay Gold and Kyle.
Speaking of NXT Night Shift, make sure you follow us NXT Night Shift and Main Event for all our socials. So, we've got this triple event today, Triplemania. For those who are not aware, AAA has been purchased by WWE. They've had a few events. A lot of these events have featured what feels like primarily WWE talent. They're starting to transition people who either aren't on TV much or are looking for something to do. They put them on the card and help give the AAA talent a chance to shine. So now we've got this Triplemania, which is like the WrestleMania for AAA. It's going to be huge. We've got 6 matches on the card, I believe. Yeah, we got 6 matches on the card, and there's at least one WWE talent involved in every single match. So it's going to be fun. I've kind of seen it sprinkled on Raw and SmackDown, NXT with the AAA involvement. What have you guys thought of lately with Raw, SmackDown, NXT? We'll start with you, Tim Vicious. How do you feel about the shows lately with all the content we got available?
Oh God, I'm loving it. It's a great, nice way to help introduce it and integrate it to the fans that really just either know of it just by name or haven't seen any of it at all. Period. I used to watch lucha wrestling on Telemundo when I was a kid, with the Spanish commentary, knowing absolutely nothing, and now getting to see with it like this, it's just like, yes.
Oh, you froze.
I can see all the lucha shit I want.
Hell yeah. So how do you? What do you think? How much more lucha do you think we'll get?
I wouldn't be surprised if we wind up getting a good bit more relatively soon, to be honest. All things considered, especially like I know it's always been talked about in like the dirt sheets and all on how SmackDown always tries to target like the Latino audience because they, so I wouldn't be surprised if they start using SmackDown a lot more for that in that kind of a way.
I like that. What about you, Tino? What say you?
What say you? I mean, I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it, seeing different people and everything that we may have not been able to see if they obviously did not have this partnership with them. And like you said, when you opened, with people getting other opportunities like Dominic or Natalia or Los Guerreros or Berto and Angel. How do you say their tag name? Is it Los Garza? Los Garza. There we go. Well, yeah, I mean, that's been the biggest thing for me. And I think it is definitely going to happen a lot more as the weeks go on, especially if this pay-per-view is successful, or PLE, whatever you want to call it. And that's the thing. We've seen Mr. Iguana. We've seen a couple people show up on SmackDown. I feel like we've seen it obviously more on NXT. For people, if you don't watch NXT, I feel like we have definitely seen it a little bit more, just because it seems like NXT is like the place with like TNA too, where they go and everything. But I've enjoyed it, and I'm interested to see what happens. And the fact that Mr. Iguana is the one to get over the most, I still find hysterical.
And he's still over as hell from one match.
God,
one appearance. Because what was
From
that?
Worlds
Was
Collide.
it Worlds Collide that they had earlier this year?
It was Worlds Collide.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did they had Psycho Clown and Iguana in the NXT crowd like the week before Worlds Collide. Then they did the Worlds Collide match, and then Psycho Clown and Iguana had the AAA tag title shot about a week or so ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. And then I think we've had I know we've had a couple other guys appear on Hijo del Vikingo was on NXT a few times. There's that too.
Oh, that's right.
And he's their heavyweight champion. So I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for something to happen. But what about you, Darkstar Shady? What do you think?
I'm probably the least familiar with Lucha, apparently. Everyone else watches it here and there. I started watching during Worlds Collide. I thought the talents were phenomenal. I love seeing them pop up on the other shows. Mr. Iguana, who knew Pat McAfee was right when he said that he was going to be a problem? I didn't expect him to actually come out and be so over immediately, but I've seen people that are not wrestling fans I know that are asking me about it. I've seen people that are casual fans saying, I've seen him once, I'm his biggest fan now. It's great to see that, and it's great to see all the people on the lower and mid cards that don't get featured get more opportunities now. Los Garza, they went from kind of just being in that SmackDown mess of a tag roster where they were just kind of in and out of it to AAA champions. Chad Gable, before he got hurt, he had that big championship match. I thought he was going to win that, honestly. And then Natalia, she's everywhere but on the main roster right now, and I'm glad to see her get a chance to wrestle and be in a championship match, even if it's not for one of the main roster titles.
Yeah, I wanted to talk more about Natalia when we get towards her match. So what's going on Raw and SmackDown? I've had a full week of work. I took an extra shift because I don't fucking know. I missed Raw and SmackDown.
Bills are expensive.
Huh?
It's that bills are expensive. That's why he did it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm also like one of those firm believers in don't be greedy. Only because I work 10 hours a day. So I get, because of California labor laws and stuff, after 8 hours, everything's overtime. Like other states, you have to hit 40 or some shit. I remember when I worked in Arizona, you had to hit 40 to get any kind of overtime. But in California, you work 8 hours. Everything after is overtime. And because I only work 4 days a week, I get my 32 hours, but I also get my overtime. And with the overtime, you go into a different tax bracket because it's time and a half. And because I think there's something else, because when I looked at my pay stub, it said overtime 1, overtime 2. But it wasn't double pay. It was, I think, 1.75 or something. But the more you bring in, the more they take. So in a sense, it's like the fifth day, like all gets funneled out to go towards taxes. Like I get hit with more taxes for working more hours. It's fucking insane. So that's why I'm like, I don't know why the fuck I took that shift, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna need you guys to do me a favor. And what's been going on? What have I missed on Raw, SmackDown the last 2 weeks? I know NXT Night Shift holds me up. I got Tim Vicious, his show every Tuesday morning. It's one of the first things I do while I make the wife breakfast for work. I'll watch Tim Vicious and catch up on Raw. But what have I missed? What's big? What's going on? I'll kick it off to you, Dark Star Shady.
Honestly, I'm a little frustrated right now with the shows. We've got Sami Zayn kind of just bouncing between Raw and SmackDown. Apparently, he just moved to SmackDown last night. But we had him on Monday against Rusev. They had him backstage in like a Rusev-Sheamus match, like kind of getting beat up. And I'm just really annoyed with the direction of the shows right now. It seems like they're kind of a little bit lost. Mm-hmm. There's been a whole lot of rumors the last few months about how post SummerSlam they might do a draft, shake up the rosters. And I think that's something they need because these rosters are getting a little too mixed up for me. I was a little out of it on Monday. I'm a big Taylor Swift fan. They had an announcement of her album, so I was kind of using Raw as just a time filler to get to that part, which is a little unusual for me because usually I'm like locked in completely.
I know the feeling.
I'm usually locked in completely, but I was like, man, I need this time to go by today. I'm waiting for this Taylor Swift album announcement. Get me there. SmackDown last night was honestly pretty like all over the place. Like I felt like the entire middle of the show didn't really have a purpose. We started off with Sami Zayn coming out and saying, "Hey, I'm coming over. I'm going after the U.S. title now."
I gotta say though, I do remember seeing that on a Simon Miller show earlier today, right before we got together. That he just showed up like demanding a U.S. title shot or some shit.
Yeah. He basically just showed up and he was like, "Hey, Solo, I thank you for not letting me get into a World Heavyweight Championship match because now I can go after other titles like the U.S. title." And I'm like,
you cost me my shot at the world title, so you took something from me, so now I'm going to take something from you, and I plan on taking that away from you now.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, that makes sense.
It makes sense, but at the same time, like what? He had Paul Heyman come after him and say, "Hey, do you want to jump to SmackDown? I'll get you a title shot at their world title over there."
And
he's like, "No, thank you. I don't want that. I'm going to come over and go after the mid-card instead."
Well, I think it is the only title, too, that he hasn't won. So I think that might have to do with it, where he wants to add it to his collection. Because I think he made that comment last night.
Yeah, he did. He was like, "I have not won the U.S. title yet, so let me go after that one."
That's the only thing for me is like, okay, I get it, but like, I don't know why you'd want to not go after the world title. Isn't that like the main goal is to always go after the world title and everything? And again, like we just got done with Sammy, like going through the bloodline and all that, and now he's still facing the bloodline again. So like, that's where it's like, you know, I don't know, but I always say we can't change it. We could say whatever we want. Triple H is going to do whatever the hell he wants. So, you know, we just got to sit here and deal with it and hope. And like you said, that's the biggest thing about these shows, though, as of late. And I sit here and you guys know I go live for every single show. And it just like especially the commercials. It's like we sit here and we're wasting time. The commercials, like yesterday, I don't know about you guys, but I felt like the commercials and entrances were way longer. And we had like 5 matches. Yeah. And I was just what is going on? And like that's for me like the biggest thing about the shows where it's just like it's too much and they try to fit too much into one thing and it's like they lost the third hour where now the third hour would be helpful, but when they have the third hour they don't know what the hell to do with it. Where if it just that's my thing with these shows with Raw and SmackDown. At least with NXT it's 2 hours. It's and it's just.
And I think NXT is on like network television too, right? Channel 5.
Yeah, it's free. Yeah. It's on free TV.
Yeah, so they're bound to have more commercials than anybody else. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember, but back then when we had 2-hour Raws, at least like 30 minutes were commercials.
Yeah, because I remember that. Because what was it? When I was in school, when I was in college, my sociology teacher made us told us watch a couple random shows and clock how much time is in the commercials and what kind of commercials they are, and you can get an idea and you'll learn exactly who they're targeting and how they're targeting them.
Yeah.
Why did I have to do that same exact type of project my junior year of high school? Literally the exact same thing.
And commercials were a lot better back then too. They were absolutely. Actually like people actually put some thought into them.
Yeah, like you had the A&W, Mr. Dumbass. It's pronounced Dumas.
And then there was the 7-Up. He's like,
Make 7
yours. That was the greatest thing ever. And I gotta look that up yours. Hey, I just heard my slogan.
and then also on Raw, we have that fatal 4-way match made for Clash in Paris too, with Seth, LA, Jay, and is it Punk? Yeah, Punk.
Yeah.
What? Seriously?
Yeah, that was out of nowhere, kind of.
And then obviously, I don't know if you saw Cena and Logan too will be facing each other.
I don't know why they can't just do Seth versus LA Knight. They're already feuding.
Yeah,
because they got to get Jay and everybody else on the card, like they do. With
I get that.
Other show. But Tag Team Mania sometimes. You know?
At this point, if it's Clash in Paris, they could just pair up Jay and Jimmy to take on somebody, at least for one night.
Yeah, they're doing the fatal 4-way for the world title at Clash. From what it looks like, I'm guessing they haven't announced it yet, but if they're going to do a WWE title with Cody at Clash, it's going to be him and McIntyre because they're setting up a feud with them too.
Yeah.
And then we're also going to find out about Naomi.
I wasn't a victim. I was innocent. Cody attacked me after the match was over.
Oh, yeah. Innocent. My ass.
I think the really big story out of Raw this week was Naomi was supposed to have her title match with Io Sky, and they just before the show said, "Hey, she's not medically cleared. She's not going to be on the show." Apparently, she was backstage, but they completely pivoted away from that. There's people online upset, thinking that people are trying to fantasy book her out of the championship because she might actually be hurt. There's rumors she might be pregnant. She went on a podcast with, was it Stephanie McMahon, right?
Yeah.
And she did say that she was like ready for a baby now with Jimmy. So there might be a little bit more to that.
More bloodline members.
They did also
they're
on SmackDown that she's going to be on Monday to talk about what's going on, but they left it vague, saying that she'll return on Monday.
Yeah.
Watch her fake it all. You can't believe nothing.
Yeah, like pull a Mark Henry.
Yeah.
And to everyone that said WWE Unreal officially killed kayfabe.
That's why they did it. They put that show out so then they could be like, okay, and now we're just gonna switch it all around.
Unreal was all a work. Sorry, guys.
I mean, I
enjoyed it. It was a good.
I did too.
I enjoyed watching it.
I was fantastic. I love that.
And if you don't want to watch it, my biggest takeaway from it was I loved seeing on how they actually set up Gorilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like doing like how they use I forget what the heck that board's called, the thing with the cameras.
The show. It's a show on Netflix. I know.
But yeah, we just watching Unreal made it like feel like it was illegal to watch it. Like I'm not supposed to know all this.
Between that and Triple H talking with Shane Helms, like, I don't know what the fuck it is. These girls, they go in there 6 months later, they got it all figured out. Guys, it takes them forever to figure this shit out. They're just better than us.
Yeah.
At least
those were my
hey, we all got the same body type as
saying the girls figured it out before the guys.
Oh yeah.
But speaking of works, this Karrion Kross thing, you guys think that's a work?
No. He came out and said it wasn't on a couple podcasts, and I was listening to Chris Van Vliet's CVV episodes, and he said that he texted him and was like, it's like not, and this is all like real. So
yeah,
shall be interesting to see where he goes.
Until he wound up saying on Ariel Helwani's show that they didn't offer Scarlett a contract, and he was like, no, you're not bringing her along with me. I'm out.
Sticking to your guns.
I respect the fact that, the man's like, no, you're not bringing my wife with me. I'm out. Deuces.
Yeah, it's a part of his character and aura, and all the progression he's made since he came back. She was all a part of it. So for her to just disappear, kind of like how El Ring and
would be stupid.
And Authors of Pain, So it's pretty fucked up.
In the wrong for not giving Scarlett a new contract.
Yeah, it is. Kinda.
That's pretty messed up. I honestly don't think it's a work either. I saw he's got a bunch of shows booked, a bunch of screenings, a bunch of signings, appearances, and stuff for different conventions. And you guys know how the Fed feels about that stuff. Anything that's not like WWE related, it's a big no-no.
Yeah,
you don't get to charge the ridiculous WWE prices. So, and these are all conventions that are smaller. They're not like big, like Comic Cons with like hundreds and thousands of people. These are like maybe like 2,000-3,000 people, maybe over the entire weekend in foot traffic.
I went to a Comic Con last week. I went to there was one in Madison. There was a guy that spent $1,100 on 11 autographs for Devon Dudley.
He spent $1,100 on what?
11 autographs for Devon Dudley. I was like, okay.
What the hell?
There for like 20 minutes.
He spent $1,100
I was like, this is insane.
On autographs from Devon. Are you kidding me?
That's like, okay. Tino did that. Tino paid $1,100 for 11 Devon.
No.
Yeah, he's like, I saw a guy do this, and he's got the autographs behind him right now.
For free. Devon out of his mind? The dude paid Devon that much.
Devon, I go up and my mom's with me, and my mom's like, "Oh my God, my son loves you." And then all of a sudden, he tells the guy, he's like, "Don't worry about the autograph; it's free." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "I guess my mom just got me a free autograph," so I didn't even have to pay for it. I was just like, "Thanks, Mom."
I mean, you had just bought 11 of them, so of course he's gonna give you one. That's what I
said. I was like, "That's probably exactly why." He was like, "Hey,
you got one for all of us, didn't you? You got one for all of us, didn't you, Tino?"
So kind.
Sorry. I appreciate you, Tino. Thank you.
Maybe
autograph for everyone.
There's a lot of there's too many people in the main event main event crew I'd be broke.
Man, I remember it was
more revenue first.
It was just a couple people, and it blew up pretty big. The Main Event Wrestling Network.
Yes, it did.
I think I don't even know how many of us there are. We've expanded pretty great.
There's a lot, man.
Yeah, you got OTM Boys, Junkies Pod, Sam's on Wrestling, WrestleHolics, Tino's Time, Vicious Rant.
There's 4 of us right here.
You got the blog.
Yeah, 4 of us here. Paperclip Mike, Dark Star Shady, myself.
Where are we at, 10?
Am I forgetting anybody? I don't know. Jay Gold, I know you guys. I was just kidding, Jay Gold. I didn't forget you if you're listening.
I did.
And then it's crazy because we're just going all crazy here. Like there's nobody behind the scenes watching us, so we can say and do whatever the fuck we want.
And we're gonna get in trouble by Kyle 2 days later.
Oh man, they're gonna bitch us out. They're gonna take us into a meeting. Oh wait, look at that! Kyle was here.
Hey, there he is.
Hey there.
He heard him.
Boss, I swear I didn't do it this time. You can't blame me.
Oh man.
Oh, but we always blame you. It's easier that way.
Hell yeah. Viva la raza, baby. All right. So we got to do a little bit of catching up with stuff. Let's go ahead and get into AAA Triplemania, all right? So we've got I don't know what order this is in, so
I'm looking for that.
We're going to start off with the Copa Bardal match. That is going to be a Royal Rumble style match. I am not sure who's competing in it. I have not seen the list yet. So if anybody finds one, I would greatly appreciate it. If anybody in the comments section can help us out.
It says to be determined on everything that I saw, so it looks like they'll just probably announce it or surprises. I don't know.
Yeah.
How many people are usually in it?
I'm not sure. I don't know if this is a yearly thing.
Is it kind of like the Casino Battle Royal thing that AEW does, where they fight?
Oh yeah, it's like a Royal Rumble. Like somebody comes out in different time intervals.
So there's no preset every 2, 3, 5 minutes.
I'm not sure. It's always different.
Okay, so it could be
So it's always been in the Triplemania event. This will be the 33rd one.
Okay,
that's wild.
Oh no, sorry, I read that wrong. This is going to be the 33rd Triplemania. Yeah. So the last one's going to win a trophy.
They win a trophy. They don't even win a title match. They win a trophy.
Hey, that
it's
counts.
Like Rumble win.
This is supposed to be like an Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal kind of thing without it being a Battle Royal because you're doing it Royal Rumble style. But you can't expect a lot of surprise talent. I see this as a match where we're going to see NXT people, maybe somebody from TNA, Raw, SmackDown, who knows, or maybe we even get a woman in the match, comes in and dominates like Nia Jax, which is what I'm hoping for.
Maybe one of the El Grande Americanos will enter. We got
there's that too. There's a
four of them, right?
I got a couple guesses on some random names I think might show up. La Parka being one of them, since there was rumors saying his name was one of the names that they signed.
Yeah, it's the newer La Parka, yeah.
Yeah. Omos, and I know you're not going to like this, but I think they're going to have Ray Ray be a surprise entry just for the cheap pop.
I don't know.
I want to know what the issue is with Rey Mysterio. Why don't you like the ultimate underdog?
Fuck Rey Mysterio.
There we go. We got 26 minutes into it. 26 minutes into the show. We got the fuck Rey Mysterio chance go.
Hopes up. Like, we're never going to see Rey Mysterio compete in a AAA match. It's one of those things where, like, you wouldn't have John Cena in a match in NXT. But
why not?
Okay, well, what's
going to happen against Oba Femi? That's what I want to see.
Ooh, I like that.
Cool. Yeah, fuck Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, fuck Rey Mysterio. I like that guy.
There you go.
We're going to party one day.
Yeah, I'll rip this mask off.
Cheers.
You guys remember
that's how Ray goes out. He gets his mask taken off. Well, shit.
It's like, we already know what you look like, man. Who cares?
We do.
Rip Dominic Mysterio.
I mean, like, if anything, Rey Mysterio will like probably show up, wave at the crowd, and be like, "Hi, I'm Rey Mysterio." Like for Worlds Collide. Yeah, that's literally what he did for Worlds Collide. He was like, "Hello, my admirers. It is me, the person you admire." Like, dude, this isn't about
that's right.
you.
He did come out in the beginning. That's right. I forgot.
And it's like I always say, Rey Mysterio only cares about Rey Mysterio. But anyway, we'll kick it back to Tino. Who do you think is going to pop up in this match?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what Tim Vicious said, and I'll be honest. I mean, I don't really know too much of the like AAA people, so I really couldn't be able to tell you. But yeah, probably, I feel like there'll probably be more from NXT than anything, obviously. But I mean, out of the main roster guys, I mean, I feel like I'm gonna miss somebody. But I mean, depending on how these matches are played out, too, we could even see like a Dragon Lee, or we've seen it happen before, where these guys that compete in matches earlier in the night are in, so. I'll assume it's like some of those guys, but I really have no idea who will be in this match, to be honest.
Rip Dominic Mysterio.
I don't know, but Dominic's pretty much like the modern day women's champion.
Except
I mean that.
Oh, you'll understand that when you're.
I really wanted Dominic to defend the women's tag titles with Raquel, to be honest.
Oh my
but fucking because we don't do Freebird rule, it's bullshit. That would have been cool. Like, oh, well, technically I'm part of the team because it's Judgment Day. And then there's like two girls on the other side. Like, what do we do? I don't know. What do we do?
I thought of somebody in the comments. Penta could possibly. Maybe Ray Phoenix.
I don't know.
Ray wouldn't be much. I wouldn't be surprised with Penta or Ray, given their history down there.
What about Andrade?
Oh, that's true because they're competing.
Yeah, Andrade.
Or Santos. Like Santos might be one too.
Santos definitely. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Santos is walking down the ring with Los Garza.
Well, I mean, since this AAA thing, like he's really let them get the shine on their own. Like he hasn't really been like a focal point of it. So I haven't seen him with them for the entrances, but maybe
because guys, though, I'm so happy that are getting an opportunity like Berto and Angel and guys that have been here for a while and a long time that probably would not be getting in. And the fact that they are tag team champions.
I think what they've both been in WWE since 2018, 2017.
About that, yeah. Because I remember when Berto started out in NXT and he kind of was dressed up like a bullfighter.
Oh,
yeah.
He got called up. He wear like the black face paint.
No, he didn't have the black face paint, but his trunks looked like a bullfighter's, and he would go into the ring, do the hit, and like do a handstand.
That's right. I remember now.
He would do that.
I don't remember that. Look at Tim dropping knowledge.
Random thing. Like I said,
he came prepared for this mixer.
It's the random encyclopedia.
Nice. Where were we?
We were going over the predictions for surprises on Rumble.
Yes, and did you get all yours out, Tino? Did you have anybody else in mind?
Yeah, no, that was about it. I'm sure as we talk, I see comments I may think of, like I said, with Penta and Ray and stuff like that. But yeah, I can't really think of anybody right now I couldn't even tell you who's going to win, because they could have a WWE guy win, because it does seem like WWE's been winning a lot when they do face like the TNA guys and stuff like that. But like, I feel like it's Triplemania. It's like it's their show. We should have somebody that like should win unless they're going to be a part of AAA for a while. But
wait, I had to cut you off because somebody mentioned Penta. That's right. I feel like if Penta showed up, they would like it would overshadow everybody else. It goes to your point, like you want to see them. You want to see AAA talent. Especially now that WWE owned, they're going to try to get as many names out there as possible.
Well, it's a big opportunity, too, for people that might not know who any of these guys are, or like Mr. Iguana. Nobody knew who he was, and all of a sudden he showed up, and now we see people wearing green face paint. And it just, I mean, that's the biggest thing. I always talk about, I love watching. That's why I love NXT, because I love watching people rise and go from the bottom to the top or everything like that. Even like with, what was it? Tiffany had a confrontation a couple weeks ago, or whatever. I forgot who it was with, but it was like they were both in NXT, and now they're in the main event picture. So it just that's what I like about watching and seeing. So I'm interested. I feel like there's gonna be somebody that we're not talking about right now that's gonna make a big impact.
I like that. Yep. What say you, Dark Star Shady?
This is going to be a 30-man El Grande Americano match. It doesn't matter who's coming out. They're all changing up just for this match. And on the off chance we don't get that,
that was good.
I saw the Omos rumors online. He's probably going to show up. If we do get Andrade, I think we're getting Rey Fenix as well. They've been paired together the last couple months. I don't see Penta going there.
Maybe
I can see Santos Escobar. NXT, Javon Evans would probably be one that would pop up there.
Ethan Page, maybe.
Yeah, Ethan Page. He had the Worlds Collide match, right?
Yeah, he's part of the AAA universe at this point.
Yeah. I don't know anyone from TNA that might show up other than Joe Hendry just for the pop.
Maybe Santana.
Yeah,
Santana could.
I think Trick might show up.
The TNA champion. Well, I mean, they have had AAA versus TNA before, so that would be an interesting dynamic. AAA versus NXT versus TNA.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. If we can get Santino versus Mr. Iguana on like cable TV, on terrestrial TV for the biggest audience you can get, that's gonna put butts in seats, hands down.
Oh yeah, Snake versus Iguana.
Yeah.
The Iguana's already been bit by the Cobra once, so at this point, it's probably immune to the poison.
I love that video. All the kids
the
just crying.
Iguana is going to eat the Cobra's head off.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's why the first time you got bit, it became immune to the venom. So now it's ready to take it on. It's like Harry Potter. Like you can't just destroy Tom Riddle's diary. You need a basilisk fang. So it'll work out.
There you go.
So let me ask you guys this, because this was just rattling around in my head, and I know his name has a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. But what do you think the odds are of a surprise appearance from Del Rio?
Oh, come on!
I hate to say it, but it's low, but it's not zero.
I mean, I'm not putting anything out of question. After Brock Lesnar returned at SummerSlam, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen anymore. So that's the thing with me, where I always go into things where I'm just like, you could be very right though. He could show up, but I think I did see something this couple days ago that they didn't sign him or something, or when
they've literally signed everybody except Del Rio.
I know. I'm just saying the odds are low, but it's not 100% zero. So that's why I'm rattling off what the possibilities could be.
Oh, and a fun fact. You guys know Mecha Wolf, right?
Yeah.
So about 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know if it's still around. I think it is. I haven't seen it at my dispensaries, but there's a weed brand called Luchador, and it's got like a lucha mask on it and everything. And they have wrestling shows, free wrestling shows that they're kind of like mini swap meets, like a bunch of vendors set up tents and they have free wrestling. They had an event here by my house. It was about 10 minutes away. It was outside of the LA Kings hockey training facility, so like in the heart of the ghetto. And they set up a wrestling ring, and they had all these vendors, giving away free weed, stickers, pins, food, drinks. And Mecha Wolf was there. And this was like in his earlier stages where he was, I think he had shown up on AEW at that time. But there was like literally like 10, 15 people that were watching the wrestling. So it was like, one of those like really quiet, empty shows, but they still went out there and it was pretty cool. But I remember AAA was on, I think, last week, and he had shown up, and I was like, oh shit, I remember that guy. That guy was at the wrestling event over here, right by my house.
Yeah, and I remember you talking about that brand. Because my one guest I had on the chats about a year ago, Penny, she's out in LA like you, and I was telling her about that one brand. She was like, yeah, I seen those guys walking around.
Yeah, they have shows all over California. I don't know if they still do, but when I went to that one show, they had maybe 5 or 6 scheduled for the next month, within the next month. So it was cool to be able to just hit up a random place and get some free weed and get some food and watch some wrestling. So it's just like just seeing that like unlocked the memory for me. Like, oh man, that was a pretty cool day. So every time I see Mecha Wolf now, I remember him performing for just us. You got an exclusive show. All right. I'm going to stop just mumbling now. We're going to move on to another match, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. We've got Nino Hamburguesa, Mr. Iguana, and Lola Vice versus Finn Balor, Jordan Devlin McDonough, and Raquel Rodriguez Gonzalez Diaz. So I'm not really familiar with the background for this match, other than I think Finn Balor wanted to pet the iguana or something. Can somebody?
I think the iguana's gonna eat Balor's head.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm surprised we're not seeing iguanas sold on freaking WWE.
Exactly. Like, what the hell?
Like Alexa Bliss's Lily doll.
WWE shop tweets out iguana plushes tonight. I swear, I'm gonna wind up tagging you saying you fucking called it.
And
gotta put it out in the uniform.
I find you one for my birthday.
Hey, there you go. Birthday present. Love it. Love to see it.
What happened? We're all getting iguanas for our birthday?
Oh, that's so kind.
Well, if they start making, he was saying if they're selling Mr. Iguana plushes,
and then you can get it signed.
So Tino got all of us Devon Dudley autographs. Tim Vicious is getting everybody an iguana. I gotta get everybody something. Fuck.
Oh man, dude, you still owe me that Four Locos forearm you were talking about before.
Yeah, well, because they haven't sent them out to me yet. I'm supposed to get a single one.
What was that?
I was supposed to get 3 of them. I haven't gotten a single one.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
See, we gotta go and knock on some doors, make some give some people a good old fashioned coming to Jesus meeting.
I will stand outside of corporate with a fucking megaphone. Where's my koozie?
I don't know. Does anyone know why? Does anyone know if there's a story behind this match, or if it was just, hey, let's just put these people together?
There was a random moment on Raw, wasn't there?
Yeah, something had happened.
It was either that, or I thought I saw some on one of the NXT shows where Lola had an interaction with one of the Judgment Day members or something like that. Because that was the thing. I think that's how it kind of started.
Roxanne or Raquel, right?
Something like that. Because I think they were backstage doing something, or I think they competed against Sol Ruka and Zarya or something like that, and that's kind of how it started and everything. But Mr. Iguana and Lola, I'm sure everybody's seen the clip from the house show or whatever, and then they met at some like Comic-Con and everything, and that's where like their relationship and everything started. And I think also it's just to get Judgment Day all on the card, because obviously we'll talk about it later, Mr. Dirty Dominic fighting in that Fatal 4-Way. which and yeah. But yeah, I think that's I don't think there's like a real big story behind this match.
No, couple weeks
It's
ago,
people on the
probably
card.
just going to be like a let me up popcorn match.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, Dominic was backstage with Judgment Day, and he's like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna be there. I need you guys to be there and have this fight for me. I want you guys to get involved." And it was kind of just like a throwaway moment backstage with Judgment Day.
He wants to support his home country of Mexico.
Yes.
Yeah. He unlike Ray, he supports everyone else.
He does, exactly. And
he's there to put people over. He's there to show off for the hometowns.
Mm-hmm. And he's not really quote unquote burying anybody. He's not making anybody look bad. No. He's basically just taking advantage of his place in the card. But
yeah,
it's helping everyone in the process.
Yeah,
so,
he's radically redesigned women's championship.
And then look at El Grande Americano. He's probably one of the biggest stars in fucking Mexico, and it's not even Chad Gable anymore. It is insane. Ludwig Kaiser is over as hell in Mexico.
How do you know it's Kaiser? You don't know.
There's no proof.
Dude, I still swear.
There's no proof. We don't even know if it's Chad Gable. Okay, I like it.
I still think El Grande is really
I competed at WrestleMania.
I think El Grande Americano is you.
I'm pretty sure
Omos is Barrett says like they don't even have the same nipples.
I'm pretty sure Omos is El Grande. I mean, look at the size build, the stance, all that. It looks almost similar to Omos.
Omos is much taller than that.
Guys, I hate to break it to you. Karrion Kross is a work. He's coming back as El Grande.
They should get a long hair El Grande Americano. They just have
Triple H show up at Triplemania tonight.
To be honest, I could have seen Karrion Kross in this cross promotion thing because he and Scarlett were in AAA as well before.
Yeah,
so there's a lot of things.
If he was still in the company, he would kill in AAA, no doubt.
Oh, easily. And he could adapt to any style. You guys saw him in Lucha Underground too. So Karrion Kross has always been the kind that adapts. He wherever he goes, he's gonna be all right. I just I can see him going on like a Natalia-like journey because I know Natalia's not. I don't think she's released. Oh no, of course not because she still shows up with Maxine. But like if he were to be allowed to tour the way that Natalia does, he'd be a beast.
Yeah.
Especially if they're not gonna show him on TV like people are asking for,
I don't know the truth to this, but someone on Twitter said that AAA is owned by WWE, but ownership hasn't completely transferred over yet. So there is a chance that Karrion Kross could go down there to do some work without technically being a WWE employee yet.
Yeah, that's
probably just the leak. It's probably more so like with like legalities that all the assets, all the acquisitions, no different than like with the WCW or ECW purchase.
I can't say that's Ivy.
Matt hit the point. Matt hit that right on the head.
It's Ivy underneath the mask. I knew it.
Talking about El Grande on CVV.
Oh man! But this match is. I think we're going to see a lot of Finn and Iguana spots. We're going to see a lot of Hamburguesa versus JD McDonough as well with the whole this guy's bigger than this little guy dynamic. Lola and Raquel, I think, could easily steal the show if they're allowed to work and not just, play off the typical intergender wrestling. I could even see Lola going up against JD a couple times or Raquel trying to challenge Iguana. Yeah. There's a lot they can do with this match, and I feel like the talent involved. Nino Burguesa is very popular in Mexico as well. It's going to give everybody a chance to shine, everybody a chance to compete. It gives the other two competitors, Iguana and Burguesa, a chance to adapt or get a feel for the WWE style, especially with two guys like Finn and JD who have worked well together for years, who've been training together for years. They're going to help them transition into the this new frontier, so to speak. So I think this match is going to be a good one. It has the potential to be a low key banger. So, don't count them out. Don't count Judgment Day out. They are no slouchers whatsoever. And we're going to have Roxanne at ringside more than likely. So I don't know if, we'll get somebody else ringside or Iguana throws Yeska and Roxanne and Yeska beats up Roxanne.
I do want to say, just looking at the whole card, I think this is the one match that should be the AAA win. Like, a lot of these matches looks like the WWE guys might go over because they do love putting main roster and their own shows over the other promotions. But this one match, like, that's the perfect one for AAA to get the win there. Even with the numbers game on Judgment Day's side, I don't think Judgment Day needs this win.
Yeah. So if they lose, that opens the door for something else later.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to that when we get to that. We're going to get to this one next. We've got the AAA Tag Team Championship match, which is now a street fight. Los Garza, Humberto Carrillo, and Angel Garza versus Pagano and Psycho Clown. Tim Vicious, this is your forte. I'll let you go first.
Dude, I love street fights. I love hardcore wrestling. I grew up with ECW and I did the hardcore style wrestling. I love it. I'm definitely going with I got to go with my boy Psycho Clown on that, and Pango. I'm pulling for them on that one. And my jaw still hits the floor when I think about it. I didn't know Psycho Clown was Super Porky's kid.
That's crazy, man.
That's freaking nuts.
I think Psycho Clown's psycho enough to rip his mask off and have another mask underneath.
Well, yeah.
That's so fucking cool, though. When he does that, it is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
It just erupts. That's the thing about AAA. They don't take themselves too seriously. There's a fine dividing line where they know that it's like Simon Miller says, goofy wrestling for life. Like, if the wrestling's not goofy, I don't want it. Like, if I wanted to watch serious combat, I'll go outside and look for people that are trying to pick fights with each other. Like, I want my wrestling to be fun. I want the soap opera themes. Like, I want all the bullshit. Give it to me. Like, this is why I enjoy it so much. Like, what kind of psychopath would you have to be to actually want to see two people murder each other in a street fight or in a ladder match?
Me.
Yeah. On purpose. He's like, wait, we're not fighting for real? Why am I already bleeding?
Wait, you're bleeding? Let's go get you the med kit.
So
you're calling for Pagano and Psycho Clown? New champ?
I'm definitely pulling for them. I think they're gonna pull off the win on that, and chances are I wouldn't be surprised if Santos sees ringside and winds up eating a table spot.
That's what I was gonna bring up. What I think is gonna happen in this one, because it's a street fight, I think Tony D'Angelo comes out and helps them out.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Where'd you get Tony D? Tony D's going to, I don't know where the hell.
Didn't he
Didn't
get
he like going kidnapped on NXT?
They were talking about this on the NXT Night Shift on Junkies podcast. Like, what do you do? And on WrestleHolics. And I chimed in on all three of them with the same thing. What do you do with Tony D'Angelo? Tony D'Angelo has history with Legado del Fantasma.
That's true.
I don't know if you guys remember, but there was an episode of NXT where Legado del Fantasma was on SmackDown, and it was Raul Mendoza, Joaquin Wilde, Zelina Vega, and Santos Escobar. And Tony had beef with somebody. He said, I'm going to call in a favor. I'm going to call a friend to help me out. And remember, he brought Santos. So
yeah.
Storyline-wise,
right before
they still have like a working relationship, I guess, or they can call each other like, hey, favor for a favor. But to be honest, with the type of superstar Tony D'Angelo is, I mean, he's done it all in NXT. He would have probably done it all in NXT UK if I was still around. But you really have nowhere to put him unless you reinvent him. And to be honest, I thought he would fit well with Solo's MFT. He would fit in well with them, not repackaged. Still Tony D'Angelo without the, having to talk Italian like he's on The Sopranos all the time. Like, just a big goon and never says anything. But you put him with Legado, and you put him with a group that he has history with, and again, a group that already has somebody that has a microphone. You don't need to give Tony D'Angelo a microphone. You can just let him be a beast in the ring. Let him be a gatekeeper, so to speak, on your way to Santos later when he does something else, when they're beefing with Legado, or just have a fourth goon in the ranks. But for situations like this, where it's a street fight, I mean, Pagano and Psycho Clown are going to expect Santos to show up. They'll probably have some backup ready. They'll have somebody. And once that person gets rid of Santos, from getting in the way, we're going to get Tony D'Angelo come out with a crowbar and either take out Psycho Clown or Pagano or both to help them retain their titles. And you give Tony D'Angelo something to do now, who will probably be on AAA in the lower ranks, moving his way up.
I think I know what's under Psycho Clown's mask.
So, what do you think, Tino?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tim on this. I think Psycho Clown and is it Pagano? Is that how you say it? I'm so bad at pronouncing guys' names.
It's all right. I got you.
This is, huh?
No, I'm saying it's all right. I got you. I hope you.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, I'm just bad at pronouncing. But yeah, no, I'm gonna go with Tim on that. I think those two are gonna win, and I've enjoyed what Berto and Angel are doing and everything. I just don't know how long they're going to keep the titles, and they've had them for a decent amount of time now. And as I'm looking at the card, I could totally see AAA winning the 2 tag title matches or the tag team matches, and then WWE winning the single matches. Besides the one that they have the 2 AAA guys for the what is it, the Latin American Championship? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm gonna go Pagano and Psycho Clown on this one.
Okay. What do you think, Dark Star Shady?
I'm gonna go the opposite of them. I think Angel and Berto take this one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They've got Santos. They could have Tony D'Angelo, like you just said, and I think having them with those titles, they can go back to SmackDown a couple more times, do a couple more open challenges, and just get more eyes on the titles, get more eyes on AAA in general.
Exactly. And it's a WWE brand. They're WWE belts. I mean, yes, it's a huge division, but I mean, as long as they keep if they respect the roster split, everything will be fine. Everything works out. You don't have to have champions everywhere. I mean, in this case, they're already on the SmackDown roster with a AAA title, so that kind of gives them a chance to defend AAA titles on SmackDown and appear on AAA. But if you're not challenging or if you're not on the roster, then
let's be honest, they haven't done anything themselves on SmackDown outside of AAA in a bit now. They were kind of in the tag division, kind of in the tag championship hunt, but they've backed away from that, and they're just full AAA right now. They're happy with their titles. They're happy they get to have their spotlight, and let them keep running with it for a bit.
Yeah, and they get to be huge stars in Mexico.
Yeah, exactly.
Even bigger than when they got signed to the Fed. So, and they're well-known, respected names. You're not going to have to worry about, is it worth the investment to put belts on these guys? Are they going to get asses in seats? In Mexico, yes, they will. It's without a doubt, it's unquestionable. They don't have to fill 20,000, 30,000 people. I think it's 5,000, 6,000 max. But even with that, you charge $10 a ticket at the very top and you move your way down. They're going to make their money back. They'll get their investment back. And that's where you get guys, like Legado del Fantasma in to help introduce people who don't watch AAA to AAA talent. And there's always going to be a communication barrier. So you have people that speak English and Spanish. It does wonders. And especially Santos, man, that guy could be the face of the Latino community. And I mean, should have been by now, but if everything goes well in another 4 or 5 years, maybe we can see him being the guy to take Rey Mysterio's spot or share the spot with other guys like Dom, Penta, possibly Phoenix. If Andrade could learn a little bit more English, Andrade as well, get some growth and character with them, invest into them, let them be their own characters instead of the next Rey Mysterio. And you're going to have plenty of people from the Latino community hop right on board. You don't need to have one guy where everybody gets behind. We love everybody in fucking AAA. Everybody in AAA is awesome. I want everybody from AAA to move up, but it's not going to happen. It is what it is. All right. This one's going to be a big one. We got the Reina's Championship, which is Queen of Queens. It's like their women's title. We've got Flamer, the champion, versus Fabio Pache and Natalia.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one. I'm going to go ahead and let Steven go first on this one. What are you thinking?
Natalia's taking this one. She absolutely has to. She doesn't get any main roster love at all aside from just for some reason being paired with Maxine and just getting to be eye candy for Akira Tozawa right now. But outside of the main roster WWE, she's been going over in all the indies. They've been letting her wrestle. I believe she just went over on Masha Slamovich, if I'm correct. Yeah. So they've been really building up her Natty Neidhart personality outside of Raw. And this will be the perfect opportunity to just give her some love, give her a championship that she has deserved for many, many years.
I like it. Tito?
Yeah, I agree with him on that. I think it's time for Natty to get her moment. She's done so much and had so much, and she's been a part of almost everything. And I think for Natty, she hasn't been like talked about this much in a long time, and I think this is the time to strike, because we see with WWE a lot and all of it, they never strike when certain things are hot, like when LA Knight should have won Money in the Bank and people should have won championships and et cetera, et cetera. And I think for now, and I think it's going to be a good opportunity for other people to see the other two girls from NXT, from AAA. But yeah, I think it's time for Natty to get her moment, and as she's been everywhere, and why not let her see what she can do with the title? And I can't tell you the last time she actually held one, so let's give it to Natty.
Yeah, because she hasn't been on TNA yet, huh?
No, she hasn't.
Yeah,
she's been everywhere else. She did NWA, GCW. She just hasn't been on TNA.
Yeah, I thought with the NXT TNA partnership, she would have shown up in TNA, because she was always around in NXT. I remember she showed up to help Charlotte Flair look good during the first NXT takeover, I think it was.
Yeah, because it was her and Charlotte in the finals for the women's title when after Paige had to vacate it.
That's right.
Oh, I went to the main roster.
So Natalya has always worked to make other people look great, and she works to make other people better. She's one of a kind, to be honest. There's never going to be another like her. She's been around for almost 30 years, before the Fed, during the Fed, and now after. I was watching, they had a AAA event where she was in a 3-team, 6-women tag match. And she fits right in with all of them. And these were all vets that have been in the game. So you put all these different styles together, you clash them with these veterans who are, so fluid with their craft and just so crisp. And you pick up so much along the way. So to have Natalya add the lucha style to her already deadly arsenal is fucking insane, man.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Natty pick up the win tonight on this one.
And then to show up maybe in Japan again another time. Like she can literally go anywhere.
You think Natty's going to win?
I think that she's going to get decapitated and lose.
Uh-huh.
Right. That's a bold prediction.
That's the kind of predictions I get on the regular when I ask him on the shows.
So everybody here think Natty's going to win?
Yeah, I do want to say one more thing about her before we move on, though. I already said she's going to get this championship, but that also she's on so many other shows that brings more AAA eyes too. If she can be on GCW with that title, if she can be on the main roster holding it, she's going to be able to take that everywhere since she is doing everything right now. And then that Natty Neidhart personality that she's been using outside of the main roster, I want to see that on WWE, but I'm so afraid that they'll drop the ball on it the same way they did Karrion Kross. I'm so afraid that they would try to build her up the way they did Karrion, but give her the losses instead of the wins. So I kind of want to see her keep that away from Raw until they actually want to build her the way she deserves.
Yeah, I think they had to have put together a special deal. I mean, for her to have a completely different personality on and off the Fed and off the Fed is insane. It's unheard of. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this before. So I mean, it's her due. She deserves it. She deserves to go wherever she wants, do whatever she wants. She's given so much to the business and still continues to give more. And you don't see her whining and crying like, oh, I don't want to wrestle here because I don't get championships, or I don't want to put this person over because I should be the champion. I mean, it might be the case behind the scenes, but I also highly doubt that, because people like that don't just stick around and do so much for the women's roster. And she does a lot for women everywhere, and it's a big deal. She's And I don't know if you guys have seen like all her posts with the dungeon and stuff. Like you'll see a lot of wrestlers there too, like just tuning their craft, learning what they can from her and everybody at the dungeon. So
that's where Nikki went to train to come back for in the ring. Her and Natty and TJ were training, I guess.
Really, I couldn't tell.
Dawkins, they every time Dawkins is on TV, they always hound it almost to the point of nauseum on how he's constantly in the dungeon with Natty.
Yeah, and he showed up at GCW with her, didn't he?
Yeah, and he's a mat wrestler. Like people forget, he started as a mat wrestler. He built his way up. Like he was on NXT for 6-7 years, trying to like find himself, so to speak, find his character. He was in a stable with Chad Gable. Like I mean, when you start as a mat wrestler and you put in all that work, all those years, and then you're working in the dungeon too. Like, I don't understand how this guy's not a solo main event star yet. You know, I would pick him over Montez Ford any day. I've said that a million fucking times. Just pull the trigger on that too, especially with Natty showing him some new tricks. You know what I mean? Showing him how to do stuff better. And he probably passes that on to Montez as well, considering they're working all the time. So.
And if people aren't following her outside of WWE, like just her main appearances, like I don't think they realize that the entire future of WWE is running through her in the dungeon right now. Mm-hmm. Everyone's training there. Everyone's getting better there. Like she is just there to help people. Yeah,
she's practically the perfect wrestler. You know, she's
100%.
She's not an egomaniac over the top. You know what I mean? She's not a crazy personality. She's just somebody trying to make wrestling better for all of us. Something more fun for all of us to watch. So shouts out to Natalya for that. And yeah, I'm picking her to take this one as well. You know, if you're not going to give her the NXT title, you're not going to give her the TNA championship, women's tag, anything, give her this one.
100%.
There's plenty of experience. What's the word I'm looking for? There's plenty of experience, and there's lineage. There's plenty of talent that can go up against her and look good in the process. So I don't expect her to have it for a long time, but it's just like you said, she can carry it around everywhere, anywhere she goes, and you know, brag about having one of the biggest championships in the world. So
100%.
Let's do that. So everybody's going with Natalya. Unanimous.
Yeah, my money's on Natty.
All right, we're gonna do one more match. We're already on the hour time. I know you guys got stuff to do.
I don't have anything to do.
You're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to let me finish first.
Nah, I got nothing to do. I got nothing to do.
He said, let's skip a match.
All right, the first one on the mixer, we'll let that slide.
I think Tino's going to be on live for like 36 hours after this or something.
36
hours straight.
Here. Listen,
dude, you need one of these.
What do I have? Why is everybody bringing the smoke at me? I got Kyle and Jay Gold talking shit on Tuesday.
I'm not bringing smoke at you.
Just because I'm live all the time doesn't mean
I'm giving you props. I'm trying to promote your channel, man.
In the chat, Great Brown Hope. I don't see you and Tino's time chat anytime. So
because I'm at work.
You come and hang out for 36 hours.
I'll come hang out on Monday for like 4 hours. I can do Monday 4 hours if you want to announce it.
I can do Monday 4 hours. Listen, you know.
All right, let's. Are you going to be live streaming this?
Yes, I am going to be live streaming.
Nice, I appreciate that. Tino, you are the man.
You don't need any of this, man.
AAA shows on the Main Event Network today. All right, so you got the AAA Mega Championship match. El Hijo del Vikingo, Dragon, not Rey Mysterio Lee. El Grande Americano, not Ludwig Kaiser, and Big Bad, Ex-Con, Mad Dog, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. I think the obvious choice might not be the obvious winner, but what do you think, Tim Vicious?
I have a very sneaky suspicion. I think maybe El Grande is going to win. You know?
Especially with that metal plate in his mouth.
It's crazy because El Grande Americano and Dominic are probably the two biggest stars in all of Mexico right now. You can put the belt on either one of them.
It is so weird to think about, especially with the purchase, that Dom and El Grande are the biggest hits from the purchase.
Exactly.
And they're not even part of the AAA.
Exactly. This is going to be a career moment for Dominic Mysterio. It's going to be a career moment. So you got Grande Americano, Tim?
Yeah, my money's on El Grande.
Why? What makes you say that?
I just think that it's going to be the right time, and I think that while he's getting big pops on like Monday Night Raw and all that, I think it's – I remember back in like 2016, 17-ish, there was this one luchador who was picking up a whole lot of heat. He was getting like mega nuclear heat, doing like all this MAGA pro-Trump stuff, and I'm just thinking – if they set this up right, they can have El Grande almost kind of in that same way and be like the biggest villain in there.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen when he was in the Money in the Bank ladder match, that he was going to win and steal the Mega Championship from Vikingo, and then just go on a tearing spree, run through every single AAA wrestler while making them look good and just adding to the lineage of the championship. So it could work. I like it a lot. And now even with Ludwig Kaiser, who's noticeably a whole lot taller than a lot of the other luchadors, it presents a different dynamic. It's every single match is going to be David versus Goliath in a sense.
El Grande Americano looks like he's 6'9".
He does look like he's 6'9". Right next to Rey Mysterio, he looks like Omos.
Yeah. No one comes that Omos is 7'3".
And also, fuck Rey Mysterio. Tino!
Okay. We got according to the Rey Mysterio counter, that's 2. We got 2 fuck Rays.
Only 2?
Why? Don't be hating on the ultimate underdog. We're gonna have issues here, man. Rey Mysterio.
Once you've won the world heavyweight title, you are no longer an underdog. You've done it always.
Be the ultimate underdog. And where did he win that world title at?
Like when John Cena was like, I'm an underdog. Bro, you're a 16-time world champion. You are not a fucking underdog.
Well, Rey Mysterio almost died from Big, so I call him an underdog.
Rey Mysterio killed somebody in the ring. Fuck Rey Mysterio.
I do it. Okay. You got me there. You got me on that one. Anyway, I want to say El Grande Americano is going to win, but as you said, this is a career-defining moment for Mr. Dominic Mysterio. And if you give Dominic 2 titles and you have his ass walk around on Raw and the clubhouse and all of that, how many times I feel like we saw his ass like 6 times on Raw last week. And I feel like that's a great way, as we talked about a lot with these titles getting shown. You give it to Dominic, you're able to do that. And I think, as much as El Grande Americano, and I would not hate to see him win because I think it is going to come down to those two, either Dominic or El Grande. But I'm going to say Dominic wins and walks out with 2 belts, and we'll have to see because it seems like also on Raw with him and Finn, it kind of seems like they're getting along, but I also feel like we could see at some point them turning on Dom, and if Dom loses that IC title, then at least he still has a title. So I'll say Dom wins.
Okay. Katie?
Dominic Mysterio, come on, right here.
Yeah.
2 Tom and Nick, 2 belts. Come on, it's already writing itself right there. I 100% believe that.
I'm a Nick.
Probably Nick. Probably Nick. I 100% believe that he did not drop the IC title to AJ yet, just so they could have him on Raw with 2 belts a little bit. I'm assuming that after he takes this AAA title, they wait maybe 1 PLE before he loses IC, and he has just the AAA belt. But he deserves the championship. He's over down there. He's getting his moment where he's still the big heel, but people love it. People love Dominic Mysterio. My one question for the match is, do we get any shenanigans where halfway through the El Grande changes? Is Ludwig going to get taken? Is Ludwig going to get taken out and one of the other guys come out in his place? And they're just like, well, we can't necessarily stop the match. It's still El Grande Americano.
One of the other guys, is it just Pete Dunne or is there another one?
Pete Dunne and...
Did they say it was?
Apparently it was, the other one was Tyler Bate.
Yeah, because they had like 3 of them in one night the other week.
No fucking way.
Yeah, like it was just like out of nowhere. He I think it was Tyler Bate just came up onto the apron and just kicked someone out of nowhere at the end of a match.
So hear me out on this. Hear me out because this just played out in my head. What if Ludwig El Grande winds up taking a shot, winds up getting the calls for the X, has to get taken to the back, and then we get the OG return of the OG El Grande getting the win then.
Gable?
Yeah.
I guess it just depends on how he actually is.
Is he cleared?
I have no idea, but I'm just saying, what if?
Wait,
it could just be in the realm of what ifs.
El Grande Americano wasn't John Gable.
I can see that.
That's why I said
I'll say if El Grande wins, I think it has to be the Ludwig one. He's the one who just got the big reaction in Mexico. He was trying to do his little heel promo and ended up just like singing in Spanish in the ring. Like,
yeah, I haven't heard Chad Gable speak that much Spanish yet. Ludwig Kaiser is obviously committed to the character. I've seen his promos where he speaks Spanish and when he talks shit on other wrestlers, like it's not perfect Spanish, obviously, but it's spot on. Like it's there. It's fucking there. He has taken the time to learn it, to distinguish it, to be able to say, okay, well, I can say this, but I can't say that. Because there's certain words you can't say that'll get you in some hot water with other wrestlers because, they still got to protect the sacredness of the sport. And he learned how to sing a song in Spanish, or he probably already fucking knew it. But with him having the entire crowd in the palm of his hand, I did not have that on my bingo card for this year.
He's got the whole.
I think, if they do give it to anybody, it should be Ludwig Kaiser's Grande Americano, not Gable, not Bate or Dunn. Maybe they're gonna have a little stable or something to go up against the clowns or something. But if anybody gets the title, it's got to be Ludwig's Grande Americano. But for this match, for this very specific match, it's got to be Dirty Dominic Mysterio. It's got to be. No other choice makes sense. I mean, you're gonna want to sell out your events. I mean, obviously these people get it done. The talent they have has been more than enough to keep the show afloat, keep it going, keep talent on the books. But they were thrown a lifeline by the Fed, because they needed money. And if they plan to get more money, they need to be able to sell out these shows. They need to, draw bigger crowds, bigger stadiums, which is what the WWE is going to help them with the production, with their trucks, with all their state-of-the-art equipment. All the things they already have is going to be integrated into AAA to slowly transition to the WWE style. And we're going to see them in bigger arenas. We'll see those events in the States eventually. And that's what's going to help generate more money for those brands. And if you want to establish that brand as the new era of said brand, you have to give the belt to Dirty Dominic. And you have to have him be the focal point of every fucking show. Every advertised show, you put him on the banners, you put him on the flyers, you build him up. I mean, he's the son of Eddie Guerrero. You got to build up the biggest star in all of Mexico as the biggest star in all of Mexico. And if you don't do it in Mexico, it's not going to work in the States. You can't have him be the biggest star in the States. He's not going to outshine people like Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns right now. I mean, he could get to their level, but it's got to happen organically. And the best place to do that is in AAA. It doesn't cost him anything. It doesn't, quote unquote, devalue his character because this mega championship has a long line of champions, has a long, long line of respectable title reigns, and it's a big deal. It's sacred to wrestling. It's a combat sport. It's predetermined, whatever. But to luchadors, it's a sacred belt, and nothing would be more sacred than to give it to the son of Eddie Guerrero. What's so funny?
One line he is. I mean, come on. Eddie said it point blank to Dom. I'm your poppy.
Yeah. And then I'll have to share with you guys.
Great.
What is it? Did you just mute it?
Grandfather.
That was part of the gag we were trying to cope with.
Is mic off, Tim?
Yeah, we were doing that. That was part of the gag we had.
Why did you do that?
You just pulled a Vince McMahon on CM Punk.
God damn it.
Like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh man, but I mean it's gonna be a fun show. I really hope you guys.
Does anybody know what time it starts?
9
that's-
Eastern, they said last night. I
Mhm.
think the
So is that
pre-show is going to start
8
at 8.
Central.
8 Central, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that'd be 8
I'm bad
Central.
with time zones. I was trying to figure it out yesterday. I couldn't find the YouTube because it's on YouTube, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be on YouTube.
Just look up AAA. Or if you ever need help finding it, just send me a message. I'll send you a link. I got you. Don't worry about it, Tina.
MVP. Thank you. Appreciate it. It literally took me like an hour to find the Worlds Collide when I was trying to figure out where when that was on. I couldn't find it.
It's like all hopeless. Fuck.
I gave up.
Oh man.
I ended up finding it. It was just it took a while.
For sure. Well, that's the card there. Anything else you guys want to talk about in wrestling? Any other points you guys want to bring up before we call it a night?
One thing did bring it up small in passing, but we talked about it as in passing before we started hitting the live button. Like you heard the talk about with TNA potentially moving to Wednesdays, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's also some talk. I don't know if it's 100% confirmed or anything, or if it was just people blowing smoke. There's also some talk that Peacock was looking into maybe getting TNA.
Ooh, that would be interesting. Did you guys see that I don't know if it was Peacock or something, but they did offer WWE. It was like a 285 something like that contract. And
Yeah. They offered X amount to keep the PLEs on, and then like ESPN added like an extra 100 mil, I think it was, or something like that, to their offer, and they were like, "Can you top that?" No. Well, we're gonna go here.
I blame all the people that would tweet, because it didn't go my way, I'm going to cancel my fucking subscription. And now there are no subscriptions. Now we all got to pay all this fucking money for shit that, it's time has been so crazy with technology.
It's crazy to think because, like, what's it? You rewind the clock like 6 or 7 years ago, everyone was saying, I'm going to cut the cord. I'm going to cut the cord with cable and all. And now look, it's cheaper to have cable.
Mm-hmm. You can't afford to get all the streaming services that have all your shows. It's just not possible. You end up spending more money on stuff you don't really use. It essentially becomes the same thing as cable, except you don't have a box.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I blame all.
I don't think they realized if it was cheaper, more people would buy it. Like that was always like the thing. Like with I always talk about it, like when like their pay-per-views were $40-$50. Me and my friends would have to get together and each put like $10 in because nobody was gonna pay. Our parents weren't gonna do it, especially when it was like every 2 weeks. Remember when it was like every other week there was a pay-per-view for like 3 months? I always remember it was like Money in the Bank, Night of Champions, and then something else, SummerSlam. And it's like, how do you have $200 to spend on a show? And then most of the time, it wasn't even that good.
There used to be this bar. There was this bar near my house where if you paid $10 to go into the one room, you could go in and watch the pay-per-views there.
That is not bad.
I saw it. They also have the pay-per-views at Dave & Buster's and stuff now. And my mom used to be a manager there for like 8 years. And I literally would ask them all the time to put on wrestling shows, and they wouldn't. And then now they like promote it as like a big thing. You can go to Dave & Buster's and watch them now.
See, like, the influencer effect is fucking real, man. Fuck that shit.
I'm just like, whatever.
They're just appealing to the
I tried for so long. Everybody laughed at me.
I actually just found a bar that's like, I think, an hour away from here in Long Beach. They give pins, like their own custom pins, the days of PLEs for the first 50 people and stuff. But they have like a content creator nights for anybody who creates content to come on down and hang out. They have they show Raw, SmackDown. They don't show NXT. They show all the PLEs, the Saturday Night's main events. So I'm gonna have to go check it out. And it's a pizza place too. So
that works.
I can't be the only one thinking this, but I miss the days of the WWE Network.
I do too.
It's like that song. You don't know what you got until it's gone.
Yep. It struggled. I don't know about you guys. You guys remember like the first month? It was like awful with like buffering and stuff because just so many people were using it. And then
I
they
don't know. I
finally
kind of
fixed
lucked
it.
out. I only had that issue like the first hour into the network's launch. After that, everything was all gravy for me.
Yeah, well, I always remember too. The first pay-per-view that was ever on there was WrestleMania 30, and
Yeah,
it was, it was one of those that I remember it being okay, but there was just so many people watching that it was just like, oh my god. Because I remember I remember being in school.
I knew a
trying to
dude
sign
who
up
actually
for it.
ordered the pay-per-view and still had the network because he was paranoid that the network was going to crash on Mania night.
Jeez.
No.
Those were the best.
Well, see, and that's the thing too, is like these shows are now going to be 2 nights. So you're telling me I now have to pay for one night of WrestleMania and one night of WrestleMania night 1 and 2? Like, come on now. Like, what are we doing?
I don't know because they haven't given all the details yet. So we got until March to figure out all the.
Well, they did say the first pay-per-view that will be on there is WrestleMania 42. Will be the first one.
So the transition takes place in March. So we got, what's it, August, September, October, November, December, January. We got about 7 months for them to make statements and tell us, okay, this is what's going to happen, this. I know I kind of lucked out in the sense of I got regular terrestrial cable because news and ESPN. I keep cable for news and sports. That's it. So I lucked out like, yes, I got ESPN, so I don't have to sign up for that extra gimmick.
Well, that is the one good thing for people that don't know. If you do have ESPN with YouTube, TV, Hulu, Live, whatever you have, you are able to get it. I think you'll just have to sign in on the app is what I heard at least. So
Speaking of Hulu, the day the ESPN deal announced, Disney officially announced they're gonna close their work. They're working on shutting down Hulu for good and transitioning it all into Disney Plus.
Is that why my Hulu? Is that why all my shows on Hulu are now on Disney Plus?
Yeah,
for the most part. Why that? When I go on Disney Plus, all the shows that are usually on Hulu are on Disney now. I was wondering. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
We have Spectrum TV.
Yeah, not everything is on Hulu, or not everything from Hulu's on Disney yet, but they are planning on completely removing Hulu, and everything will be on Disney.
That's okay, because I saw a couple things, like a couple shows I usually watch, and I was like, why is that? That makes sense.
Yeah, because what's it? I popped when I saw My Name Is Earl on there, and I was just like, what the fuck? I remember watching that shit.
Yes. It's so funny you say that, because I was actually going to start watching, like, try to, like, rewatch it. I haven't watched it in so long, and I'm so mad the way it ended, but, yeah, we can go on a tangent about shows, but love My Name Is Earl.
You know what show I really liked on the network when it first came out? Legends House.
Oh, God.
Those shows were so good, or like Camp WWE, or freaking.
They were so bad that they were good.
Swerve.
It was good shit.
Swerve was good. I like Swerve when they would prank everybody.
Swerve was lame. It was just another stupid show that was a knockoff of Punk'd.
Camp WWE.
That was the animated show, right?
Yeah, the cartoon show, Camp WWE.
That was crazy. That was
dude,
insane.
I freaking love that. Austin,
they said some wild shit on
pretty
that.
much me as a kid.
Yeah, they had a great vision for the network before. I really do miss it. Their original shows were good. Breaking Ground was good. 24 was really good. When they
also said that luckily if you do live in the UK, you don't have to change anything. You just get to watch how you're watching now. For anybody that's living and watching in the UK,
well,
I know we got
just get a VPN.
Yeah, I mean you could do that too.
Now you see, now is the time when somebody in the Main Event Network needs to get an endorsement deal with a VPN, so that way they could say, "No, I'm not encouraging you get one, but
let me call. I'll call him. I'll let you know, Tim."
That sends the link to everybody. Everybody, download this. Yeah, using it.
Oh my god!
Use my code or else. And then you can't even give your code to everybody else because you've already given it to them because it is what it is.
Hopefully you get a referral with how many codes you give out.
I'm not one to quote movies, but to take the line from The Princess Bride. Have you ever considered piracy?
Yeah, always. Like I said in the Main Event chat the other day, some days I still buy bootleg DVDs because the bootleg DVD guy got to eat too.
Yep.
So
Man, those were the. You remember when you would buy? I don't know. When I used to, my aunt would do that. We would get like 4 or 5 at a time, and when she would bring those, that was like the best moment. I was like, yes, I got 5 new movies to watch. And now they're,
All right, guys, we're about to wind down and wrap this up.
We still got 34 hours left. What you mean?
Huh?
You said I was gonna be live for 35 hours. We got 34.
I meant after this. After we're done. That's why I'm trying to wrap it up so you can go start your 36-hour show. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I'm gonna give you guys all a chance to, tell everybody what you guys got going on. Excuse me. Tell everybody what you guys got going on and what's coming, and just fill us in on everything. Tell everybody where to find you. We'll give it to you first, Tim Vicious.
I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Gimmick, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, pretty much any social media. You type in Tim Vicious, 99.9% of the time you're probably going to find me. Also, YouTube, youtube.com, Tim23Vicious. Every Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time, do the Vicious Karaoke Party. Just sing, laugh, dance, whatever, with whatever kind of songs. During WrestleMania season, I'll pull out a random wrestling song. Who knows? Maybe this year coming up, I might do Shawn Michaels. I might do another Motorhead, Triple H song. I might even do Cody's song.
Smoke and Mirrors?
What's up?
Smoke and Mirrors?
Yeah. Oh no, not Smoke and Mirrors. I'll do Kingdom.
That's where the whoa comes from. The whoa.
I gotta do Kingdom because I gotta do the whoa to get the cheap pop.
You're only smoking mirrors.
I would, but I don't have a great mustache like Cody does to make that look good.
And then what was it when he was grotesque? It was whoa.
It was the non-dashing, and he wore a paper bag. I would wear the paper bag, but again, then nobody would get to appreciate the beard.
You wear the paper bag and the beard sticks out, and they still don't recognize you.
There you go.
That's all I know.
You got a paper bag and the beard. Oh, it's a paper bag.
You see, I would do, dude. Don't get it twisted. I would so do that. I would so do that as a gimmick.
You gotta do that at the next mixer. Next mixer, you just show up wearing a paper bag. It would be like, here's some guy with a beard.
There you go. Just like, who are you supposed to be? I'm Bob.
Whoa. Hi, my name is Bob Evans.
Man, that's funny.
But you got anything new coming up, Tim? Anything you want to share with us?
I'm constantly putting up random shorts on my page just for some laughs. I'm also I'm looking into trying to set up something maybe I can do like a stream sometime for like with some games, because I've been knocking out some major time on Helldivers 2. That's probably been one of my favorite games to play within like the past year and a half or so. I had to take a small step back with doing the Vicious chats because everyone's been giving me the "we'll contact you when we have the availability" type speeches. So,
just gotta keep nagging them. You gotta make like a business email so they don't know it's you, so they think
it's
a fancy place.
Oh, dude, don't get it twisted. I've done that, and I keep getting the same answers. But
not timvicious@gmail.com.
Oh yeah. But also every Tuesday, like you said earlier, Tuesday mornings, always the Vicious Rants. I'm going over WWE PLEs, Monday Night Raw, SmackDown Rewinds. I'll go over all that, as well as any big major wrestling news, not just WWE related, but you could talk if it's big major news in wrestling in general, even with the UFC purchase, even with the UFC deal that went on. I brought that up on there this past week.
Okay. So probably got a new episode this Tuesday coming up?
Yeah, next episode will be out this Tuesday, roughly around maybe 2 a.m. Eastern time. On Tuesdays I'm always looking like something out of Night of the Living Dead because I'm up 90%. I'm up all damn night working.
Right after Raw, just right on it.
Go right from Raw, make a cup of coffee, get the camera, and just be like, okay, line this up. All right, 3, 2, 1, boom. Shut up and sit down.
Hell yeah, I like that, man.
I gotta show you the site where I got that song from too, man.
Dedication to the craft, man. Gotta love it. We appreciate you, Tim, at the Main Event Wrestling Network. What about Dark Star Shady?
Hey, well, first off, thank you for getting me into the network.
Of course.
It's been great to have you guys to just chat with. And so right now, I've got my website, darkstarshady.com. I put up right now 2-3 times a week a post about video game stuff, and then every Saturday, later on, a couple hours, I'll have a post going live. My Saturdays are what I call one match, one moment, one promo, where I go through the weekly WWE television, pick my favorite from each of those. What promo stuck out to me, what match was my favorite, what just random moment the week happened, and then I'll throw in a couple honorable mentions. Then social media, you can find me on just about anything under @DarkStarShady. I've got a YouTube channel that gets neglected, but I put up some video game clips on it. I've got Twitter where I'm always talking through the episodes and just chatting with random people. Instagram, I just started a new account, so there's not too much there, but we'll see what I start posting. And then probably about 3 weeks from now, I write for another website called Mental Dimes. It's sports writing. My next article is being pushed back so they can do an NFL week first. But my next article is gonna be what other professional sports can learn from WWE as far as like building feuds and how feuds fuel sports more than just the games themselves.
I like that. That's dope. Anything else you got going on? Anything coming up this week?
I started a new job. I just finished my second week of training, and so I've just been tired and trying to get as many hours into the new job as I can, honestly.
That's good. We wish you the best of luck. Everybody here at the gang.
Thank you.
Best of luck to you, man. Keep on kicking ass.
Thank you.
What about Rey Mysterio?
Yeah, fuck Rey Mysterio.
That's 3 now.
What about you? What's going on, man? Besides your 36-hour stream.
Well, we're not going live 36 hours, but I will be live at 4 o'clock. You were talking about gaming. I will be playing some WWE 2K25. Facing the younger selves, I'm going to put all the younger, like John Cena younger versus now John Cena. And then people asked for it, so I will be going live tonight for Triplemania. I wasn't going to, but then I kept getting people like, why aren't you? So here we are. You want it? I'll go live for it. And then tomorrow.
Man of the people.
Huh?
Man of the people ask to see.
You got to do what you got to do sometimes. And then tomorrow, we were talking about Devon Dudley earlier. I'm going to show everybody my full experience at Madison Con last week as I met Devon, Mick Foley, and Sting. And that was a good time. And then, obviously, Tino's Time Everywhere. I'm live all the time. Friday, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. So come and hang out. We're on the road to 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. So little by little, we're getting there. I appreciate you guys all on the Main Event Network always being here. So, yeah, Tino's Time and come and hang out.
I think you said Friday twice.
I did. That's okay. Sometimes I go live twice on Fridays, you know.
So you're live 8 days a week is what you're saying.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you know, like today I got 3 shows. This one, I got one at 4, and then we'll be back at 8. So, you know, you got to do 3 shows, you know.
Dedication to the craft.
That's dedication to the cause, dude.
It's not. The parts that you waxed on your head are growing back.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Tito might have close to 4,000, but we're trying to get to 200 right here.
Hey,
we want to do it now, today. I want to see 200 subscribers
get there
today. You know, so subscribe to
also,
us.
I did forget to say we are now live every Monday on the Main Event Network. So come and hang out if you're part of the network. Make sure you subscribe. What are we at? 41 subscribers to 200 now?
I think so.
But
yeah. I should be able to join you Monday. I should be okay for Mondays. I'll let you know. So we're for sure.
Oh yeah.
But
we're getting there little by little.
We got 159.
159. Okay. Little by little. I think we were at 152 last Monday, I think, or something like that. So
subscribe to Main Event Wrestling Network, or I'll haunt your house.
Oh shit! Or I'll haunt your house.
That's it. Go subscribe.
Trust me, you don't want this big bastard roaming around. As big as he is, he also gets his creep John going really good. Sometimes you got to put a bell on him to hear him moving around.
How tall is he?
He's about 6'4".
Jesus Christ! Why isn't he wrestling?
I'm 15.
Maybe he's El Grande.
You know what?
I was doing it when I was
If you guys didn't want to wrestle, get him outside with a basketball, man. Do something.
Oh, we've been doing that.
Remember,
destroy you in
Big Show played basketball for Syracuse before he was a wrestler, so possibilities are endless. But yes, help us get to 200 subscribers, guys. You know, tell a friend. Every day at work, I make sure to tell one different person. I have run out of people to tell, and I don't know if they subscribe, but it's okay because they don't watch wrestling. Who cares? But, doesn't hurt to tell a friend. Tell your friend to tell that friend. And hopefully that friend will tell another friend, and it doesn't come back to you. And if it does, you have told all your friends. So tell a friend till you have told all your friends. Subscribe to us at the Main Event Wrestling Network. We will be back with another episode of the Main Event Mixer soon. For episode 30, we'll have to check with the higher-ups, see which event we'll go over next.
Heat Wave or is it? No, Clash.
I don't think we do the it'll probably be Clash. I don't think we do the NXT ones unless it's the weekend ones. Because they have Wednesday and weekend events, right?
Yeah, because the next one's Heat Wave, and that's on the 24th.
And that's on CW, huh?
Or that's going to be on Peacock
or Saturday.
Okay, so then that's probably going to be the day after the Clash, right? Or separately?
That's separate. Believe it or not, actually.
I missed that, man. I miss when NXT Black and Gold would have Saturdays, and then WWE had to try to one up them on Sundays, and would fail miserably every time.
Speaking of, did I see that Clash is on a Sunday this year?
Yeah, Clash is it?
Yeah. I was looking at the date.
Maybe Sunday.
I was wondering because I was thinking about that. I was like, wait.
Because I was looking at my work schedule and I'm like, damn, I work on Saturday. Then I look at the date for Clash and it's on the Sunday.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, you know what? There's probably a UFC thing on Saturday. That's probably what it is.
First time he's flipping a penny and a fountain of chocolate. They're doing a PLE on a Sunday.
It'll probably be what? It'll probably be on at 11 or 12, maybe.
Yeah,
it'll probably be at 1, maybe 2-ish.
Yeah,
depending on the tone.
Yeah, because I know it's 1 in the morning when Raw comes on Eastern. So yeah, it'll probably be in early afternoon or something for us Sunday.
I haven't seen nothing, but when they did the last show in Paris, that was around noon.
It was noon.
12 noon Eastern time when that was on.
Right around there. As long as we don't have to go back to France and stay up at freaking. I remember waking up for that pay-per-view and for the Elimination Chamber. I still don't know how the hell I did it. I think I slept for 2 days after that.
The Australia one?
Yeah, Australia. There we go.
Yeah,
we're going to be getting that Perth one soon.
So, did any of you guys
monsters and get your coffee ready?
Also, before I forget too, they did announce, and I did see something that possibly that pay-per-view in September is over the limit in Indianapolis, and I thought that was interesting because we haven't had an over the limit in a while. So it could be that or Bad Blood. I also heard, but that was just something that came to my mind.
I was gonna say something, but it slipped my mind.
About with the September.
Did you guys? Speaking of staying up, did you guys stay up for the event they had in Japan when it was Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor in NXT?
No,
that one came on early in the morning for me here over on the East Coast because I watched all that and then zipped out into work that morning.
Yeah, it was. I think that was the very first one because then it was Beast in the East not too long after.
Oh my God!
No, that was the very same one because that was when Brock murdered Kofi. That was when Brock murdered Kofi in 10 seconds. Yeah, and that was Brock murdered Kofi, and then right after that, that was when they had. Then that's when Finn and Joe had Finn went against Kevin Owens.
You are right. Yes,
for the NXT title because my one buddy, they only knew WWE stuff, and he was asking me dude, what was going on with all the streamers being thrown in the ring when they were there and all? And I had to explain about the whole culture about the throwing streamers.
Yeah, so always dropping knowledge. You got to let them know so they don't go unawares.
Yeah, it's just small little things paying respect.
We we got to protect the sacredness of the sport. So it's keep it alive, keep the culture alive. Well, guys, I want to thank you for joining me for this Sabado Gigante special. It was a lot of fun.
Thank my father for having me as a guest.
He was the guest of the guest.
And like I said, subscribe to Main Event Wrestling Network. Yes. I'll haunt your house.
You are the honorary guest of the night. And if you ever need a job, do not apply at Main Event Wrestling Network because they'll probably make you get all the coffee.
Yeah,
Kyle I don't drink coffee.
No, but they'll
they'll make you get coffee for all of us.
Coffee fetch all the coffee for us.
Yeah,
you have to go to 3 different places though.
What? Like grab it off the shelves?
No, go and get it.
No,
you gotta go. Starbucks, you gotta go order it and pay for it.
Dunkin'.
Maybe drive a car.
If you see it come up for an opening and interns, don't take it. Just keep scrolling, okay? Telling you, right? You do not want to be an intern here. They don't for days.
Yeah, I'm still recovering from that meeting I had with Jay Gold about the last intern.
Look at Tino. He doesn't get to leave his house or anything. Like Kyle's telling him, you're gonna stream all fucking day and you're gonna like it.
Listen, yeah, Kyle and Jay Gold better watch out because I might be making an appearance on the night shift this week to talk about the comments that they had to say last week about your boy Tino. And
you should. You should call it.
I will. I'm going to. I think I will.
If that one Stan guy can call in all the time, you can call too. Hey guys, it's
that's who we need on the mixer. Stan. Stan from Burlington.
You might remember me. Hey, is Mr. Cincinnati there? And you'll be like, what? All right, fellas. I'll let you guys go ahead and get on with your lives. But, don't forget, people, subscribe to us for more main event content. Help us get to 200. Tell a friend. And from myself and my honorary Latino friends here, we say have a good day. Feliz dia. And be safe out there.
Hasta mañana, Mr. Iguana.
Is the stream ended? Oh, now it is.